Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated.
That you'll never be free again.
Basically, the Panopticon came from the disciplinary power, which is a transformed ruling system from Slavonian power between the 17th and 18th century. It is actually a transformation from spectacular and ritual punishment into a form of disciplinary punishment. The sovereign power is a kind of monopoly of rule. It is a power form involved force, for example, violence, punishment, or even extreme pain, as it is aimed to create a subordinate subjects on every social bodies. However, there are still arguments based on the sovereign power. People claim that it is not possible in a modern society, as it is not really a form of power, but it is a relation of violence. So, this is the reason why Panopticon formed in nowadays. The term of Panopticon is an ensemble of mechanisms brought into play in all the cluster of procedures used by power. It mostly is a diagram of mechanism of power to reduce body's ideal form. This would be the draft for the Panopticon present design. Does it look like an eye which is staring at you? I'm sorry, and I know it is hard to understand so many information at a moment. So allow me to introduce you an expert, Christine Bachman. I believe she can help you to understand more about the Panopticon.
To the Panopticon, which was first written about by Jeremy Bentham in the late 18th century. The vision was for a prison design that was designed with a circle with the cells all the way around the outside and a watchtower in the middle. And the watchtower is where the guard would be, and we would be able to see into every cell. The important part about this is both that the guardman could see every cell, and the prisoners knew that they could be watched, but they didn't know if they were being watched at any given moment in time.
The design of the Panopticon is inspired by the inspection house. Manager or staffs of the institution is able to watch the inmates, but these inmates couldn't see outside their cell.
Very powerful. Foucault has used it in some of his writing, and the information technology world picked this up in the late 1980s when Shoshana Zuboff wrote a book where she used this panoptic metaphor to think about surveillance and the fact that information technology can be always watching and observing people.
According to Foucault, biopower is a power exercised through a series of technologies upon life of population. It is also a power function of controlling and monitoring biological process. As Foucault have mentioned, the biopower is a technology of power. It is also a power of taking change of life. In this case, disciplinary power institutes a total control over bodies, behavior, and organization. Other than that, human life is mostly what biopower focus on. They focus on life and death, birth and population all over the world. Rather than individual's life, the biopower pay attention on our society as well. They pay attention on the culture. At the same time, the environmental conditions over the world. So the biopower can be very easily been found in our daily life. For example, the attendance system in university. Students are required to attend every lectures and seminar, as their attendance rate might be considered as a part of final grade. The discipline power of the university is to monitor students' responsibility and their behavior in schools. For example, in Lancaster, we do have the attendance system. We have to show our location through the Bluetooth to the devices. Once the devices has detected our position, if we are really in the right classroom, our attendance will be approved. Other example would be secondary school. Teachers' judgment would be the main discipline power for social bodies like students. The efficiencies of teachers' judgment is used to supervising students' performance in or outside the schools. For example, their personal management, their personal characteristics, and also their academic performance. The biopower is a good technique to achieve the subjugation of bodies. At the same time, it is useful to define bodies themselves, subjective behavior, and their own achievement. It is believed that there is a strong link between biopower and knowledge. Knowledge could be an invisible power to control body's behavior as a subconscious. Therefore, through the disciplinary system, it is aiming to build up human personality, letting them know how to follow rules, how to deal with others, to cooperate with others, in order to maintain a good social environment.